What's up? This is the fourth reading response for, Gemini being, or not Gemini, ChatGPT being bullshit. The author's argument is that we should replace the phrase of an AI hallucinating and just call it bullshit, as according to Frankfurt, these these large language models aren't really concerned for truth, but rather to make it seem like they know what it's talking about. The quote that I had kind of lined up here kind of reinforces this. It says, "They are not designed to represent the world at all. Instead, they are designed to convey convincing lines of text." This kind of goes in with the argument as ChatGPT, it doesn't really know, any LLM, it doesn't know the world. It really is purely going based off of sources that are on the internet. Obviously, AI isn't like I could open up ChatGPT and it's not going to be able to see out my window, so it doesn't really know. But rather, it's kind of going based off of its sources that they believe are true. The author continues to argue that although they do think we should consider this bullshit, they also couldn't really think of a way to kind of stop AI from spewing this bullshit. They talked about how something with databases. I'll be honest, I forgot at this point, but it was something with databases and some other stuff like that. But I kind of want to take a little bit of time to think of, if I could think of a way that we could kind of solve just, stopping AI from just saying whatever and kind of go more based off truth. At first, I thought kind of it fact checks itself would work. But the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I kind of figured that it could probably just lie to itself and say that it is factually correct and have like a false source, I guess. So I really didn't like that. And then I continued to think more and more on it. And I'm kind of in agreement with the author here, where I don't really think there's a solution, an easy solution. Maybe there's like a super complex solution, but out of my 20 minutes of thinking, I could not think of a solution. So I'm with the author on this one. The only thing that I think that an AI company has done well, notably Gemini, under any Gemini prompt that Gemini makes, it'll say, AI can make mistakes, please double check it. And although it's not like a foolproof solution, I think that it very much kind of I think it kind of gives a little bit of I guess more of an understanding that it might not be true, or the stuff that it's saying might not be true, and that the person asking the question should really just do a little bit more research than go purely based off of this one AI prompt. Anyways, that's really all I had to say. Or actually, I have one more thing to say. I lied. But let me make this clear. I did not enjoy this. This was probably the least fun thing we've read so far. No hate. I want to make that clear. I'm not gonna completely hate. I just I'd rather not read like a research paper almost for this assignment. That's just my opinion on the assignment here, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. And this second part of the video is just gonna be me eating a protein bar because I thought it'd be funny. Crispy chocolate and peanut butter, by the way. Got 20 grams of protein. You know, normally people will be like, oh, go for the David bars. I don't really find David bars too enjoyable, even though they might have better macros. I was considering drinking this as well, but I figured that'd be too long, and I feel like this would probably get boring at some point. It's not going to be boring for me, though. I'm laughing. This is always the hardest part because there's some like it's almost like excess stuff. But yeah, that's the end of this. To the people who aren't my professor watching this, expect the video later tonight.
I'm too scared to